Oh, that was so fun. It's a beautiful day out, gorgeous. It's a little chilly, but that's okay. There were so many stands that had a lot of the same thing. So a lot of flower stands, a lot of veggie stands, a lot of coffee stands. And there was only like a handful, not even a handful. There was only maybe like 2 that I saw, booths that had actual like art, which is kind of my appeal. I didn't buy any vegetables. I wasn't really feeling it today, but I do love veggies. I almost got a sandwich, but I didn't. Anyways, it's okay. But like I said, there's so many flower stands, but there was one that had so many dahlias, and they're my favorite flower, and so I got a whole bouquet of just dahlias. Oh my gosh. And it was only $10. I had to get it. I just couldn't pass it up. And there was another booth that had dahlias, but it was like $5 a stem. No thank you. I'll show you the rest of the stuff when I get home because I don't feel like doing it right now. I just have to figure out how to get out of here. Now I'm gonna go check out a thrift store. I haven't done any thrifting here in Des Moines, so hopefully they have good stuff. My phone maps went haywire and had me like going in all these back roads, and then it loaded, it like refreshed or something, and then it had me in another location and it was giving me instructions to go somewhere else. But I finally made it here, so I'm alive for now. That was crazy. And also I was driving in all this residential area, and I guess that was kind of the rough side of town, and there was you know those for sale signs for like houses? So I had that, and it said house for sale, available, whatever, but then on top of the sign it said haunted. What is that serious? Is this a prank? Is it because it's Halloween? I don't know, but I heard this thrift store is pretty good. They have some good stuff. It's on the higher end because of the neighborhood that we're in, but hopefully that means that there's good stuff. I'm hoping to find some shirts for work, but if I find any other treasures, I'll let you know. I found what I needed. They had a lot of cool stuff. They had a lot of Christmas stuff out, which was a little, I don't really like that stuff, and it's October. Anyways, but they had a lot of nice, really nice, like, furniture. They had a lot of dining, not a lot, but they had a good amount of dining tables and chairs that looked really nice, and they had some dressers that looked really nice, but I have no need for those right now. But I did find what I was looking for. Found 2 shirts for work, so that was a win. I'm thinking I'm gonna get lunch because I'm a little hungry, And there's a Poncheros right across the street. The road. Yo tengo un burrito. Look at how freaking gorgeous these are. Oh my gosh. OMG. These are, I'm in love. Oh, it's so pretty. I want to keep this forever. I never want it to die. This is what my wedding bouquet is gonna look like. I don't really have a good spot for these right now, so I'm just gonna set them right here. Oh my gosh. Oh, it makes me so happy. I'm so glad I bought this. Also, check out my cool little Dr. Seuss thing I got the other day. Pretty cool. It's a bronze statue, which means they sculpted all this in wax, and then they made a cast, and they melted the wax, and then they pour the bronze, I think it's bronze, not brass, the bronze in the cast, and then I paint it, and yeah. But now we have some flowers. Okay, I'm gonna show you all the goodies I got today. We all know I got my burrito. Love Poncheros. Okay, I don't want to show you first. I'll do the shirts that I got for work. So for my job, we have to wear white or tan shirts. And I don't really have a lot of those because I don't like to wear just white shirts because I always have the problem of them being see-through. But I think I found a couple. Alexander Jordan, I found a button up. It's a little stiff, but it'll be okay. It's not the cutest thing in the world, but it'll do, and it's gonna get paint on it anyways, so it's fine. And it was only $5, so I have that. And then I found a beige Old Navy sweatshirt, just a plain sweatshirt. Hopefully this works as well. And I always get cold. I'm always cold at work, so good finds. This was also only $5. So I only spent $10 at the thrift store. I recommend you go check it out. They have some fun, cool stuff. Not a whole lot of clothes, just a couple racks, like long racks, but that's okay. And I'm pretty sure I was the youngest person there, which is totally fine. And then at the farmer's market, we all know I got my flowers, but I also got, remember how I said I didn't buy any food? I did buy this. Look at how big this is. This better be the best cookie I ever had. It looks amazing. It looks delicious. There's a couple bread booths, and I love a good bread, but it wasn't calling my name today. Same with the veggies, so maybe next time. I didn't buy a whole lot. I just bought a few things, but I spent a lot of money. One of the first booths I came across, they had, you know, those like polymer clay jewelry things. Normally I don't really like them because they're so big and clunky, and I can't. But this girl's stuff was so detailed and adorable. Gotta shout her out. McCabe Artistry. She had a bunch of like little floral designs, and they were so cute, and so I thought my sister would like this. So I'm gonna give it to her for Christmas. Isn't that so cute? She had a bunch of cute little flowers. She had necklaces, dangles, studs, but I thought my sister would like that. But I did buy myself earrings because your girl loves earrings. Look, they're little books. Isn't that so cute? I thought they were adorable. I really like them. They're a little pricey, but if you think about all the detail and time that goes into these, I get it. I get it. And then I bought 4 art prints from this one booth because, like I said, there wasn't really any like fine art stuff. There's only like, I want to say there was only 2 fine art booths, but this girl's art it's just, let me show you. But it was buy 3 get 1 free, so obviously I had to. And I was gonna get small ones, but for these, you have to get a larger one to see all the detail, and I just love the style. Okay, so the first one, apparently this is part of a series. I don't know if I got all of them. I think there was one other one that I didn't get, but this was the first one that the artist made, and her husband was there selling for her. She was with family or something, but when she was pregnant, she had a bunch of stretch marks, as one does, and so I don't know how she did this, but she took like a print of her stretch marks or something and made the grass in this. I don't know, but look at it. And this is my colors. It was so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it. If I could have a big one of that, a giant one, I would. And then I got this one. They're all like part of the same series, like I said. And then I got this one because it reminded me of home. The Iowa fields. And then this is where I want to go. The mountains. But they're so gorgeous. I asked what medium she uses, and she uses gouache. And the husband didn't even know what exactly gouache was. And if you don't know either, I love explaining this stuff. But if you don't know either, so gouache can be used like acrylic or watercolor. Acrylic paint is plastic based and watercolor is water based, right? So the gouache you can layer and have the thickness like acrylic, but then it also is, I don't know if water soluble is the right word, but you can use water to dilute it and reviving it. I don't know if that's a good explanation. It's just kind of like a water-based acrylic, really. I think that's that's as good as I can explain it, but I like gouache. I just recently started using it and I really like it. But I said I got 4 prints. Sorry, I'm kind of sidetracked. I got 4 prints. So my free one, she had a bunch of flowers, which were super cute, but I always have the problem with, I could just make that. So I want to buy art where I'm like, yes. But she had these cute ones. A dandelion. Get it? I thought that was cute. So that's all I got, folks. So I'm gonna eat my burrito. I'm so excited to eat my burrito. And then we'll see what I do next. Stay tuned. I had started the sunflower painting like, I think it was in July? It might have been August, but it was a couple months ago. I started this painting when I was still living at home. But since I moved, I don't have all my painting stuff here yet. And some of my acrylic paint is still at home, which is what I had originally planned to use for this painting. But I did happen to have my gouache paint, and so I had started painting the petals in gouache and realized that that wasn't the medium I wanted to use on this, and the canvas board just wasn't good because the yellow, I should have put white down, but I don't have my gesso either, and I didn't want to use a whole bunch of my white gouache paint. But then I found that I have in my little easel, there's a little drawer under it, I found that I stashed my oil paints in there, and so I thought, why not? Even though I had only done one other oil painting and I was like, never again. But what do you know, here I am. So I thought I'd try doing oil again, figuring it out, because you know, you aren't gonna figure it out unless you practice and try and whatever. So that's where we're at. So I have a sunflower painting. It's based on a photo that I took, you know, like how we do. Here it is right now. Kind of see where I'm going. I'm hoping to go for more realistic. It looks a little flat and two-dimensional right now, but we're working on, and the lighting is really bad, gosh. But we're working on getting you have to do the flat colors first, or that's how I do it. But I work on getting the flat colors down first, figuring out where everything goes, and then later go in with all the details. But I have to figure out how to even use oil paints because I always struggled with how long it took to dry, and not using that to my advantage. So now I'm going to try to lean into that more, and hopefully that can help me blend the shadows and highlights better. So stay tuned for that. I don't know if this is gonna turn out the way I want it to, but we'll see. I still have a lot of decorating to do, and your girl's got a lot of stuff that she likes to hang up because I love collecting art like one does. In case you didn't know, I have a studio apartment, so that's why you can see my fridge, and I'm sitting in my bedroom because that's all I could afford. So anyways, I love it, but I love a good gallery wall, okay? And so I wanted to make the wall above my bed a gallery wall with all of the like actual art that I bought from people, including my Lego Great Wave, you know. And I just don't want to be overwhelmed by all this stuff because, in case you didn't see it earlier, on that wall I have a kind of travel gallery wall. I think it looks cute. It needs something like right there, but I really like how that looks, but I just don't want to be overwhelmed because the space is kind of small and confined. I don't want to be overwhelmed with all the stuff on the walls. So I'm slowly figuring out how to arrange this little art gallery wall in my bedroom. So stay tuned, I guess. Here's the button up that I got at the thrift store today. I rolled the sleeves up. Looks kind of cute. With the black shirt and the denim. I think that works pretty good. Here's the sweatshirt. It's a little high-waisted. I don't know if it's supposed to be cropped, but it's from Old Navy, and the sleeves fit perfectly, and it's nice and soft. I think this will work too. So, good finds today. My phone died, but I did similar painting on the sunflower. She's looking cute. She's looking cute. Not sure how this happened. Didn't know this was a skill I had. Oh, looks pretty good. I think I like it. 9 o'clock, so I think it's time to go to bed. I think I'm just gonna lay in bed for a little while. But we did a lot of little crafty, fun, just creating today, and that was awesome. And the farmer's market was fun, the thrifting was good, got poncheros. It was a good day. Thanks for joining.